Okay, this is a new experimental manner in which I am going to be sharing my photographs because typing is hard and I want to be able to, properly explain what's going on here in my photographs. So, these are from today, 23rd of May. And this is the first picture that I took, which is right after we got off of the tour bus. There was this big poster that shows some specific sculptures that were dotted around the town in different locations on the map. I think I missed the one that we were right at, but I got a photo of the one at let me check here. Would it have been? I don't think number 9. I think that it was number 3. Number 2 and number 3, I think. So, I got a photo of one of them. I didn't get a photo of the other one, so that'll probably show up in a little bit. And this was the river right as we got off with all of the boats. That big one on the left there is like a kind of a police boat. It does like fishing patrols, which is pretty cool. Later on we were watching them do maintenance to it. I got a few photos of that. And here's a photo just walking down the street towards the bridge. So I think we would be around, yes, we were like here, I think, yeah. Is that right? Maybe that's not quite right, because I feel like we were walking with the river on the right of us. Well, anyways. So, we're walking down the street. There was a lot of restaurants and like buffets and things like that. A lot of small local shops. This was really cool. This is a replica of the ship the Endeavour, which I think I might have gotten a photo of the... No, I didn't. Okay. Captain Cook's ship, I think. And I think it was free to go on if you wanted to just look around, but this was a restaurant. You could just sit on the top of the deck and eat from on top of the boat, which is really, really cool. And these are just a few photos of that. And yeah, I'm really quickly, I'm going to check that this is actually picking up that I'm saying these things. Just a sec. Okay, good news. It is recording my voice, so we're good. Let's keep going. So I was taking some photos of this restaurant. You can see all of the tables and chairs up on the deck. Isn't that cool? I want to go again and try this restaurant because we'd already picked which restaurant that we wanted to go to while we were here, and it was not this one because I really wanted to eat some crab. So we had crab. Just continuing walking on past that, kind of following the river. We'll cross another bridge to go over towards what you can see up here. These ruins. We went up there. That was like our destination. So we followed along this path right here. And it was really, really nice weather. Just another shot. You can see all of the crab box things. I think they're called crab pots. Yeah, just a bunch of those around, because this place is very like well known for fishing and things like that. Here's another photo. I really like how crab pots look. I just think that they have a cool design. Bit of a view past the crab pots towards the river again, and a gull going by. I think, yeah. Pretty cool. Now this one is I only saw the one of these, so I'm assuming it's only the one business. Pirate boat trips, where they would all be dressed up and act in character as pirates and like take you down the river and show you around Whitby, which looked really cute, but we didn't end up actually doing it. This little guy, awesome. He might be awesome. And I saw this boat going up down the river later on. I don't think I took a photo of it though. The duck. Look at his hair. Is this the only picture I got of the duck? Yeah. So here's the lady that we saw, which was one of the statues. Let's hold on. So she's got 2 barrels. Let's see. This might be. Yeah, it's this one, number 3. Pretty cool. But the location of that doesn't look quite right to me, but whatever. Anyways. Maybe it is, maybe it is. Another view back over the river. See, there's this bridge here. We were crossing over this. I looked out to the right and I took this right before we started properly crossing. Another one there, and this is just a fucking thing. This is just awesome, I think. Moving on. This was the view over the bridge. There's like a cute little sweet shop right next to a toy shop right here. Toy Master. I thought that was nice. This shop here had like a bunch of hippie type stuff. That was pretty cool. I kind of wanted to go in, but we really wanted to get to the abbey, so we continued on. It's just a little alley that I thought looked kind of nice. Some of the shops that you could see around. This place has good stabling for horses, just so you know. If you ever are visiting by horse, you can use this place, pretty good. There's some nice little gemstones in one of the shops. There are a lot of places around here that used, I can't remember the name of it. Jet, it's jet, you can see it right there, which is plant matter that has been compacted like coal, and made into thingies, quarks and things. There were loads of shops with jet in the name, because that is one of the multiple things that Whitby is known for. And you'll see some of the other things later, aside from the Captain Cook stuff. There were also a lot of these old-fashioned sweet shops, like this one right here. Got nougat, very yummy, very tasty, and Annie's Place, no less. And this just kind of cracked me up. Arguments yard. So we were walking up this street towards the abbey. Lots of little small shops along the sides. Cars kept coming up, and I can't help but think of how much of a nightmare this would be to drive up on the regular. Imagine, I would hate that so much, so much. Another sweet shop. I liked the color on this one, and also the stuff in the window is looking really, really good. All Justin's fudge and toffee is freshly made on the premises. Come in and see Justin's chocolates, freshly made for you. But I didn't. I'm sorry, Justin. So here you can see we turned right, just at the end of this street here. And there's the staircase, the stairway, sorry, that leads you up towards the abbey. Very, very tightly packed around here, but nice. Very, very walkable, to be honest. So, yeah, this is the steps. Abbey steps. Started walking up, could see the sea from there. Very nice. And the cliffside. And you can see a little bit of the, of where we were going up on the top right there. And a lighthouse. Hashtag lighthouse. A view looking up the steps that is really blown out, like goddamn. I just kind of took this one while having a conversation, so I wasn't really paying attention. And this was the view behind us. You might actually... Yeah, this. I took a photo of this fucking building. This building is my nemesis. I have a... this building is part of my origin story. You'll see later on. So this is like the church bit. They still do active service out of this building, I think. And it's surrounded by very, very eroded gravestones. Hundreds of years old. Really, really cool to walk around this place. Look at the erosion on these gravestones. Because it's super exposed, right? You can see the sea back there. This place would get really, really strong winds. Hold on, let me move my mouse around so that it's easier for me to thingy this. Yeah, so I thought that the way that the erosion looked on the rock was really cool. It's starting to eat away at the lettering on a lot of the gravestones. There's, some of them are completely unreadable. See the cliffs. Very beautiful. A cool statue. I think I like this one more because the seagull is looking out. But slide down this. These are all people that were important to the abbey itself. Hild specifically, she is the person who got it built. She's important. There was a lot of stuff about her in the museum that we went to later. Petting her on her head, by the way. Yeah, so let's go. Actually, am I recording my mouse? Let me check. Okay, so it turns out I wasn't, but I am now, so you can see me pat her head really quick. Oh. And caedmon also came up. He was, I think he tended to the land around the place, like the animals and agriculture kind of stuff, and then took ownership of the place. That could be completely wrong, but that was like the kind of the gist of it. But I'm a bit tired, so I can't really explain myself very well. So some photos walking around. Here you can see, I don't know if these count as gargoyles, but they are certainly a thing. I wish that they were a little bit easier to see. This one's pretty good. He's pretty good, right? Look at him. Having a bit of water. Yeah. You can see some more erosion in the condition of the gravestones. Look at that. Just like getting blasted by the sea air and storms and wind. Just really, really. I mean, it looks cool, right? Look at that. Yeah. Here you can see like how difficult to read they're starting to become. This is we wrapped around the right side of the church and are going towards the back. All of the quote-unquote rows of graves. Looks like the ground has shifted over time and put them a bit out of line in places, which is interesting. I wish that these photos weren't so blown out. I think that the colour of the grass might have done this. The grass itself is just really pale, to be honest, because we've been having an extremely dry spring. It really shouldn't look like this at this time of year. But you know. So we walked down this path here, just following this along. Yeah, this is a nicer photo. It gives you a better sense of the colour. Look. $1828 here. 1898 looks like it. There was definitely older ones than that. I remember seeing ones in the 1700s. Yeah, here's a 1795. This one is in really good condition. I'm assuming that it's had work done to it, or you know, something like that maybe. My guess is that they keep a record of what is written on each gravestone, so that they could do repairs to it. Because it would be terrible if the stuff on these could get lost to time. Like, I'm sure they're conserving that, you know. This is a bit better photo, but what's with this blue apparition? Is that a ghost? I'm gonna delete this one. It's really blown out. That's better. Yeah, here's a close-up of the erosion. Cool pattern to it, isn't it? It's all wibbly. Makes me think of like a brand, you know. And here you can see how much it really messes up these gravestones. No idea what this says. You have to sit there and stare at it for ages to figure that out. Yeah, interesting stuff. Oh, so this is I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, so we were standing over here, by the point of where I'm next going to show photos from, and looking down at the lighthouse, which I took a photo of earlier as I was going up the steps. Oh, I guess there's two. So that's pretty cool. I don't know how I didn't really notice that before. Look at how calm the water is in between the bay. And some photos of the cliffs. I think I was trying around here to get photos of the seagulls. There's one. Yes. Yes. And again. Which one do I like more? I like the colours more on this one. But, yeah, I think that the seagull looks better up there too, but I'll keep that one for now. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And here he comes. Flying around. Oh, I'm glad I got this one. I thought I missed that shot. Hi, Baron. Yeah. A beautiful birdie. I think it's looking away from me here. Yeah. Oh well. Oh, my throat is so dry. So this is looking at the back of the church, and we walked by over here earlier. Looking to the right, back over at Whitby town. You can see where we've been. I think we started here, and then we came around, and there's the Captain Cook restaurant ship. We walked along this path, and then we went like through these streets over here. I don't know what this tower is over here. I was a little curious, but I didn't end up finding out. And this was the welcome plaque for the Whitby Abbey. Sorry. Yeah, it mentions a bit about St. Hilda. Yeah, you can just pause the video and read that if you'd like. Picture of some of the details on the buildings before we went in. We had to go by the kiosk and pay to go in. I don't particularly like either of these photos. We took a brief break to sit down and finish. Mum had a latte and she wanted to finish that. So I took a photo of this while I was waiting. A few actually. I think I was trying to get the positioning right for what I wanted. I don't particularly think I got it perfect on any of them. It's a bit wonky. This is the straightest one, it seems. Anyways. So this is after we'd entered the Abbey area. It's like a National Trust site. So they you pay to enter, and they also have a museum, like a little museum for local history and things that they found in the area, and a gift shop. They have the same thing at Hadrian's Wall, places like that. So we'll start going through the photos of the abbey itself, which is pretty dark in quite a few of these photos so far, but this is all like with the sun right in front of me, so the next ones will probably be better. Still a bit blown out, isn't it? You can't win them all. You can still get like a really good look at the building. Just like imagine what this would have looked like when it wasn't in this state of dissolution. What's so worn? Look at all the little tiny details that are still visible. on the arches. We got a guidebook that told you all the names of the individual parts of an abbey like this, but I didn't really read through it because I was just so focused on looking at it itself. Now this is you can see the details pretty well in this shot too. Hi Kobe. Hello. Just a sec. Alright, I'm back. Come on, Mike. There we go. I'm back. Let's continue looking through. Beautiful. I don't really know what else to say. I'd have to read through the book itself to get more information to tell about these photographs. Maybe I could do that later on. Oh, this is so blown out. What a shame. This would have looked really cool. Oh well. Oh, this one looks good. I think it's just because the sky was so pale and blue that day. Well, today. I should have messed with my settings a bit, but oh well. A cool like pillar type thing. This is all Gothic architecture, because Gothic is really into all of the tiny little details like this. Comparing it to the I think Roman Norman era of architecture at the Durham Cathedral is really interesting. So cool. I took this photo because of the little plant growing up there. See all of the rock. This building is really exposed, so it's just gonna get worse and worse, and I don't really think there's much you can do about it. But it looks mint. Looks really cool. Oh, see my mom's head down there. Oh, one thing that I find fun about churches, cathedrals, and abbeys. I don't know if this is universally applicable, but they tend to be built so that they are facing from they are in the shape of a cross, so they'll have like the main body of the church, which is a straight line, and then they will build wings extending out from the sides, and they will always have the head of the cross be facing to the east where the sun rises, so the sun rises at the front and then goes above it and to the west, which is just a fun detail about the way that they're built. Now the east for us in these photos would be this bit, and you can really see that. Like, imagine the sun rising in those windows there. Very cool. Another one without my mother. And after this, we went out onto the ground surrounding the abbey, just to the right of this photo, like if you just turned 90 degrees to the right, and we walked over there. Loads of cow parsnip around here. A bit of cow parsley as well. You can see it all. Look at all that. It's beautiful. There was so many birds. There was swallows. I saw swallows, swifts, starlings. They seem to get swans and ducks up here, but I didn't see any while we were there. But look at all them birds. And then they started landing on the path in front of us. You see them petting them. And here is a pond that they were all flying around at. That's a pretty good shot of the bird. Damn, I think it's a swallow. I would have to check. Hold on, let me check actually. Okay, after doing a bit of looking around, these I think are house mottons. I don't tend to see them up close enough to actually get the details on them. Like, I don't think I really would have noticed this plumage pattern unless I'd been taking photos as I was. But those are a coastal bird that I've seen up in Northumberland quite a bit. So it makes sense that they would be here, flying over the water. It was really, really cool. This is a nice, the colours on this are good. I really like how the water looks here. Oh, and here's a video I got. Check this out. You should watch them fly around. Isn't that cool? There were so many of them. There were also loads of starlings. I'm just gonna watch this. Let's watch this together. Whee! Oh, and then I turned around to look around a little bit. I wanted to see how this came up in the recording. Look at that. And then I started watching the mountains again. You gotta love it. This video makes it look like they were flying so much slower than they were. Oh, this came out good. What? Oh, hold on. Which one is better? I think this one? I just like how the green of the plants looks more around the date stamp. I'm not totally sure, so I'm just gonna get rid of this first one and keep these two for now. See what people think. This is a little dude. Just thought he was chill, to be honest. Gargoyle. This is inside the museum. These are casts of parts of the museum. Some of these casts were done in the early 1900s, and the Kobe Bark moment. Hold on. Okay. I don't remember what exactly I was saying, but yeah, these are plasters of structures and decorations that would have been really high up in the arches and things of the abbey. And with the age that some of the plaster casts are, those parts aren't really visible anymore. I just thought he was really funny. It's just the little illustrations that they were showing above. It didn't really capture the detail of the text, unfortunately. You know how it is. Oh, scary. This one looks really funny. I got a photo of this one on my phone as well, to show in better quality. And this, which is I thought was really cool, this is a really old chess piece. Specifically, I think I got a photo of, did I not? Maybe it's on my phone. I think it was the rook. I think it is the rook piece. I could be wrong, but I mean, it kind of looks like that, right? Anyways, I'm gonna have to look into these old, very old, early sets. Hold on, actually, let me pull up my phone, because I love taking a photo of the description, I'm sure. Yeah, a jet chess piece representing a rook or castle from the 11th or 12th century. So the 10 or 1100s, isn't that crazy? I think that's kind of awesome. Let's move on. This is outside the museum shop, which had a lot of Dracula themed stuff, because Whitby Abbey was the main source of inspiration for Bram Stoker when he wrote Dracula. So there's a lot of gothic stuff around here, just kind of celebrating that. In the restaurant that we went to later, they had a Dracula sundae. You know, very, very cheesy kind of things like that. This is just a cool statue. It was like a statue of a gladiator. It was a statue that was found in Greece or Rome, somewhere around there. I don't think they know who made it. It didn't seem like they did from the informational like placard, but this is a recreation of it. And the original statue of that was in this courtyard disappeared in the I think the 1800s, and nobody knows what happened to it, I don't think. So this is a replica of that statue that was found. So that's interesting. Just another shot of the abbey there, and now we are walking back through the graveyard and down to the river. Beautiful. I put my camera away for a little bit because I just wanted to, enjoy the walk. And this is just an awesome shop, basically. I like this menu. I wish that we went in some of the shops, because, they look cute on the outside, and it's all very touristy, but in a sweet and little way, you know what I mean? Now this fucking building. This building is my mortal enemy. When I was like 4 or 5, we came here, to Whitby, and my only memory of that visit is going in this building with my dad, and this is the Dracula experience. And it's just like one of those like horror walk around things with a bunch of stuff to look at, and it scared the shit out of me. Apparently my mom said that she could hear me crying and screaming the whole way around. What I remember is seeing many of Dracula's frightening face, and hiding in my dad's jacket because I was so scared. And I guess these ones corrupted because my camera died. Oh, that's a shame. What? Okay, hold on. They're coming back. They're coming back. We're so back. We're so back. Okay, let me flick through these. What's with that? What's with that? Explain yourself. Fucking thing. Bitch. Slap him. Psh. 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 Wait. Where's my desktop destroyer? Hold on, let me just bugs on him. Bugs on him. Alright, moving on. Just go for a walk. Here's my mum with her cool parasol that she bought at the museum shop. Looking really good. She really likes it. She's been wanting one for a really long time. It was like the perfect opportunity. Just taking a few photos of it to show it off. And there's my mum. Beautiful earrings. And the seagull, who was chill as fuck. Love it. Love to see it. He's like kind of posing, getting a few angles on him. And then there was this one who very politely stood and let me take this photo of him, which is just so quintessentially nautical. A seagull sitting on a crab pot with like a proper pirate ship in the back. Very, very cool. This one is blown out. I'll delete this one. Yeah, I like these. You go, ooh. Oh, what's that? Huh? And here is we were walking with the Captain Cook ship to our left because we were walking basically back exactly back the way we came towards the pickup point to go home. This was a nice cafe lounge bar that we walked by. Very cool. And walking down the pathway towards where we would get picked up. We were a little bit early, maybe like half an hour, so we decided to sit back where we started and watch the maintenance on the boat. And just watch the boats, just watch people. You know, it was very, very peaceful. It was very, very nice. I, I took this photo because I really like it when you get like a bunch of like normal stuff, and then you get a hill, and it just stops, and then there's just the solid blue sky. It makes it look like it ends right there, like there's nothing else. Hi Kobe. Hi Kobe. Okay, I'm back. And what I was saying about that kind of effect is that like I get this impression from our back garden a lot because what you can see from our back garden is a hill that goes up to a fence, and then you can't see anything past that. And on a really blue, clear, sunny day, it just really looks like the world stops right there. And I always just thought it looked cool. Like, I don't know, it's just interesting to me. And here's a short video that I took from the place where we were sitting. Just looking around. Just wanted to see how this would look on my camera. It's quite nice. I like how it looks. It doesn't play me back any of the audio of the video, but I know that the audio is stored. If I upload these videos to Google Drive and play them from there, they play with the audio. I don't know why exactly, I don't know what's wrong that causes this problem, but at least I know that the audio is, there. And that's the end of it. This is just a this is just a picture of my village. But yeah, so that was everything. That was all of my pictures. I hope